Good evening, morning, afternoon, freaks and geeks. This is Relution. and today I am joined with the lovely cat. And not just that any of the cats have been roaming around in the background of my videos lately. It's an actual human.
Some days. I mean, we count me as human some days.
I was like, come on, say something so people don't think I'm making up a person.
It's okay, you can be delusional.
We're going to look at 10 paranormal evidences that can't really explain too well. Not saying it's paranormal, not saying it's not. But I haven't run through these with Kat before recording, just to get an initial reaction. So, onto the countdown. 1. Now, I'm not going to keep doing photos like this because I'm going to say the same thing for all of them. 4 friends. They're all hanging out. Posing for a picture. And of course, this guy thinks it would be cute flipping the camera off.
Right.
So, this guy over here has got his hand down here, and then he's got his hand on his buddy's shoulder. This guy's looking really confusedly at, like, his rock hand, like, trying to figure out how to do it. That guy, I really like hanging out with that guy. He's, like, looks like a lot of fun. He's got his hands around his buddies doing the rock out, like, yeah!
He looks like a really kick-ass kid in the video.
However, whoever that hand belongs to, I don't want to hang out with.
I don't even think that's real. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna debunk this one.
Which one?
The one in the middle. The one right there. I don't think this one's real.
Hands?
Now...
The guy behind? Wait, didn't we already look at this one a while ago?
Only because it's still in
No.
color.
Whose hand is that? Oh, yeah, his.
Usually, if it's
Yeah.
an apparition, it'll appear in either a light form or a, what do they call that? Like a shadow figure. Like, you remember the first video
Yeah.
that we did?
Or
It
what
would
you
look
see at
like.
night.
Thank you. I'm calling this as a practical joke, aka somebody sitting down and behind, like, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
doing the...
Or
I'm
some guy got
debunking this one.
photoshopped out.
That too. So I would put this on the lowest. Like, that's the only way that it could happen like that. I do agree it's not a ghost. Definitely not a ghost.
Yeah, no.
But beyond just like a guy sitting back there going like that,
Or
being as a prank or Photoshop, there's nothing else I can figure out about this.
No, what creeps me out more is the car in the background that looks like it has somebody sitting in it. That creeps me out more. But that's besides
Oh
the
my
point.
goodness. I didn't notice that.
Neither did I.
Or it's the way that fence looks. Does not look like
That's
the other
to me
side
that
of the
says whole
fence.
stalker. I'm sorry, my bad.
2. Okay, this is Sasquatch squatting.
An elusive creature. Alright, just squat it down. Yeah, let me see your camera, I'll do it.
Because I got this from Twitter, so there's... Oh, here it is. Someone did a zoom in. Now,
Homeless guy with
the reason why I'm not full out debunking this,
hand.
it actually...
Human face, hair, beard, fur coat.
Leave it to the kid to spot the obvious, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, it
Here's-
just looks like a blonde girl with a very
How do you know?
ponytail.
Look, okay, so Miss K, allow me to debunk that theory real quick. How do you know he's just not wandering around in a grass suit?
Oh, yeah, it could be a Sasquatch suit.
Dad,
It might be a
have
Bigfoot.
lashes?
It could be from a Bigfoot, like,
Impersonator?
calm.
Yeah. I'd say impersonator versus actual Sasquatch.
Bro, Dad,
He looks too human.
what I'm seeing, blonde girl, high ponytail, very big lashes.
So you're telling me
Her
this is a
suit
chick?
just sitting.
So you're telling me this is a chick?
It looks like it.
Okay, I can't be mad at you. I can see where you're coming from
So-
from that perspective. I can't be mad at you, but I definitely don't think that's... Yeah. You know what? You're right. Knuckles. I'm giving
And
her this one.
the only reason why I'm not 100% debunking this is because someone caught this on a train. They whipped out their phone and was like, look at that. That's weird. What is that?
Conveniently at the perfect time.
Like, how many drinks did you have prior to that, right? Yeah, I hear you.
Guys singing 2 times.
I'm willing to give them at least the people recording this the benefit of the doubt. I
Okay.
don't think they're in on this.
Okay.
If that is a person,
Also, Dad, why is the window that clear?
That's a good question. I can't be mad at her.
that is a good question, but they're definitely on a train.
Yeah, but when you're in a car and
It
trying
might have
to
been
make
open.
video outside, even with the window open, it's blurry.
This is true. This
And
is
also,
very
this was
true.
the guy zooming in. So,
I can't knock her on that one either. She is so right. Like, trust me, I've tried to take millions of photos moving in a vehicle. Good luck with that.
also, it's a video, so.
Right. He's got a point. I'll give him that one.
3. It's only just like with Kana, we're joined by Korn.
Look at that. Those are aliens coming down here, y'all. Look at it's coming down the same direction. Oh, it's breaking up. Oh, it's 6, it's 8, it's 9. Oh, look at that. They stop. Look at that. Those are aliens.
Sorry, I'm trying to record it.
Aliens.
Oh,
Aliens.
Oh, they cut the lights off.
Aliens.
Oh, they cut the lights
Y'all need to be shooting that. Y'all need to be shooting right here.
So,
What else did Jordan make? Chicken
We're making this a family event tonight, folks.
Oh wait, never mind.
so I have seen multiple, like, videos of these, like, sky stunt divers,
Okay.
where they do start off where it does break off. They like go down at 1, and then they break off into like 4.
Also, it looked like lantern that just broke in half.
Until it did that.
Then it just tripled.
Quadrupled, and actually kind of
It's a
quintupled because there was
triple
5 of them. There's 4 in the corner and then 1 in the middle.
Also, I think it's one is the original one, or the mothership.
Yeah, I don't think we should debunk this.
Yeah, there's no more. There's not enough proof. Also,
I
where's
don't-
the sound?
I muted it. I don't think it's paranormal. It's like a UFO. Well, it's an unidentified flying object, so it is UFO.
No,
but
it's not called UFO anymore.
UFA. I don't know.
but
Also, that it just spawned right more. We don't have enough evidence, and also it could just be edited with a bunch of people screaming.
How do we know it wasn't some kind of weird government experiment?
yeah, that's a thing.
Drones.
Drones.
You know
but,
those drones that they do instead of fireworks? That they
But
shoot
at
up
any
a bunch,
cost, that's a
but they
really
just-
big drone. To keep in mind that to be that distance on film, that's
Yes.
a really big drone.
Yes. But also the fact that they like stop in mid to like fall.
The drones do that too.
Yeah, but the stunt divers tend to not stop like that.
That's true.
The what? The what?
Stunt divers.
People?
Yeah, they would like put on a show.
Oh.
They would have like flares on them.
Oh yeah.
No, I will say our military does have enough technology because of people like Elon Musk to make space carriers and ships, because he actually now has one, by the way. It was all over YouTube tonight.
YouTube?
Correct.
Posting
I'm
it's
not
on
saying
YouTube.
that we can label this as UFOs. I'm not saying we're going to label this one as
Drones
drones.
or debunked.
They're too big for drones. It could be a military experiment for all we know.
It's too big for drones. It's too small for UFOs.
You suck at what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you're
suck at
drawing?
spelling.
Yeah, so this is why this is on the unexplained.
I don't know if you
Because
correct me.
we really can't
He's nuts.
It's like our limited knowledge of this.
It has a giant nose.
The only thing that would even remotely draw me toward this being some kind of paranormal experience would be the fact that they hesitated in midair. And yes, a drone can do that, but they usually don't stay in one area without being massively controlled by a circuit board on the other end.
And also, we don't have the end. Like,
True.
we don't see if they, like, disappeared, like, flared out, actually
just
fell
went back
all the
up.
way.
Or went back up.
But I love that guy. That guy was amazing. You could tell that he was in awe of what was going on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't think the people recording that was in on it.
Bro, that's
They're just witnessing it.
I'm like,
Especially when it took a minute for what I'm assuming is a girl, like his sister or friend,
other
or
people.
but the person that had the camera was taking a while to like actually
Zoom in.
track it, like find it. It's like, oh god, there's a thing in this. Okay, how do I? So
Also, why would she zoom in when exactly they split?
we call
she
that
zoomed in
intuition.
while it was falling, and then zoomed out before it split.
Zoomed out and then zoomed
Zoomed
in.
out and then zoomed in a little bit because she got a better look at it. She got it in the center of the video.
I don't know. I'm only 50-50 on this one.
Yeah.
We don't have enough evidence.
We can't support this theory, ladies and gentlemen. We'll keep moving.
4. Now, this is an old-timey photo. I can't remember who this is supposed to be, but if you see right there behind the guy,
Clearly, yeah.
it really looks like a spooky type of ghost.
Most def. Don't deny it. I would say that's more of an entity of, how do we put it, a former friend or boss of his, because he looks like a relative in all due reality.
Yeah, and it also looks like he has he would have glasses on, but also it's like he's too far forward to be actually sitting in the back seat. However, on the other hand, if you look at the like how the seat sits, it almost looks like there's like a curve of the seat that would be the guy's shoulder. But then again, do seats really do that in the car?
Yeah.
So I'm not completely debunking this, because even though it's like this could fit in with the seat in the back, I can't tell you what would make the face.
Well, I'm judging by the high cheek structure
Yeah.
and the guy in the front. Unless this is a duped photo, that's family. And he is either A, family, or B, a former boss of his. Because that died in battle somewhere. And usually...
Or maybe a car crash.
Or car crash, yeah. I'm assuming murdered. I'm assuming the guy in the front seat is a gangster, is what I'm assuming. Judging by the vehicle and the year of the photo.
Yeah.
It's probably caked out.
I wish I kept extensive notes of where I found these from,
Okay.
because I found a lot of these a year ago.
Okay.
I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but it was going to be like, I was going to pump them out when I get the evidences,
Got you.
but stuff happened.
Okay.
So, anyway, this has been a popular photo circulating through the internet anyway. I'm pretty sure someone's going to tell me what I'm missing on this.
And just FYI, no, I've had no prior, screenings of these pictures at all. I want to make that clear. This is something I do naturally. I guess the dead love me.
5. Again, an old-timey photograph. They were taking a picture of the guy's room. He had just recently passed away.
Okay.
And as you can see, it looks like he's sitting in the chair.
Of course, entities and spirits always rejoin their space in the living, because people that don't die a non-tragic death will always stay stuck in that reality until you release them as a psychic. So yeah, that would be accurate.
And apparently this was like his thinking chair or something like that.
Yeah, he was in his late 50s, early 60s.
The main reason why I'm not going to say that this is absolutely 100%, the main thing I notice is that the ghost stops right at the bar here.
Yes and no. I mean, the light from the background on the other side could have shadowed out the other half of the lens.
This is also true. I don't think it's a double negative.
No, I don't either.
Because like I said, it's obvious it's got cut off here at the bar here.
Well, you can see just a slight on the other side of his arm, but he's also wearing a dark jacket too, so it could blend in with the background.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a double negative. I
Yeah,
think
I'm
you're
pretty
correct
sure
about
it's
that.
not. If it's a misidentification, it would be from the light smudges on the chair, maybe even on the lens, whatnot.
Right.
But I can't say that for certain. Especially since you got like this little plant, I'm assuming, right here. It's either in front of him or behind him.
I'm assuming behind.
This is almost compelling to me.
Right.
And of course, I invite anybody to have a discussion on the photos as well. I've had actual success with people talking, and actually led me to debunking 2 things now. So, I appreciate it. 6. So, this next one I actually got from a show. Was from the Retold Documentaries and Reconstructions. I found them on YouTube. This particular one is Creepiest Ghosts Caught on Camera, Paranormal Captured Complete Series Retold. There's like this antique store, and they keep catching on the surveillance camera things falling down, falling off the wall. But the most chilling piece of evidence is this following clip.
So he rewound the CCTV and it shows the cabinet door was already open and then just exploded. It didn't just sort of break in half and fall to the floor, it literally shattered and glass went everywhere.
So,
I've seen stuff like this in real life.
same.
I can tell you that's not fake.
Yeah,
not fake.
I'm pretty sure it's not fake either. Now, yeah, the video, it's like a, they said it was captured in 2014, but it just clearly shows, like, the window shattering outwards.
Correct.
Which, if it was fake, they would have had to have something inside of it to, like, make suddenly blast, like, air or something. I don't think that's the case.
No.
I don't know the place. I don't want to say, oh, it's easily like the air pressure in the place.
Yeah, no.
Mainly because that would have happened before.
One, if that was the case, the window on the other side of the door would have blown out too. That was targeted.
I just got shivers. I would agree with you.
Yeah.
And it's an antique store. Who knows, they might have purchased an item that had something connected to it.
It's common.
Very common.
Somebody didn't want their items sold, and it got left in an antique shop, and somebody was pissed.
With the stuff falling off of the walls and the
Can I
shelves.
see one?
Yeah.
Hold on. Can easily be explained as gravity.
Yes and no. In hauntings of this nature, I can tell you when it happened to me, because I lived in an old building that was built in the early 1900s, and a friend of mine decided that they were going to do a Ouija board session while I was at work. I came home with my 9-month-old child in the house to watch every single cabinet in my home open, close, one at a time, glass slide down the counter, fall off the edge and break, and then my door looked like it was kicked open with nobody on the other side and no entrance, no access to that particular porch at all. I've seen something of this nature in real life.
And in regards of like the objects just falling off of things, my father had this glow-in-the-dark skull.
Yeah.
He had it up on a shelf. Now, it was like on a bookshelf like above his head where his bed was. And he even admitted it's like he thought like he was bumping the wall to make it scoot forward.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the only thing that was scooting forward. He kept changing where it sat and it still kept scooting forward.
Yeah.
And he even tested like bumping on the wall, moving around on the bed, and nothing shook or moved. We finally found it, like me and my family.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, oh, hey, this is the skull that moved. Cool. And it's like, oh, it is glow in the dark. Right, this goes up here. It started to slightly move off the counter that we put it on. And it's,
Anything moving?
no, just the skull.
Tape it down.
And I think that is what we wound up doing, and it stayed. But the bottom of it was not smooth. It was rough. So,
Did you know that
But-
dry ice moves on hot sands?
yes. So,
I'm not debunking this at all.
Yeah.
This is thorough.
Can I see it?
Literally shattered
Yes,
and
but it's
glass
not a
went
human
everywhere.
arm.
Yeah, it doesn't look
That's
like
the
a
problem.
arm.
It's not a human arm.
where do you see the arm again?
Right at the top of the video.
Like middle.
Yeah, and it comes down as the video goes forward.
It didn't just
That's
sort
not
of
a
break
human
in
arm.
half and fall to the floor. It
that?
literally
It disappeared. That's not a human arm.
Huh. That was a good catch.
I'm just looking at glass hand. Play it again.
And
Falls
not
to the
here,
floor.
but right there it disappears.
Also, hand, Dad. There's a way. Just,
That's real.
You have a point with that.
bro,
Just don't worry about
you
it.
could slow it down.
That is a really good catch. I didn't see that because my mind was thinking it was like a shadow or something, but that doesn't.
Could it just be a weather change, like a quick change of heat
That is.
But it wouldn't explode
If
like
that was-
that. It would just
Exactly.
crumble instead of
Now,
just
if you
burst.
notice, hold on, let me slide up closer. When you replay it,
Top.
the top is where you hit it, right? It's right about there where you hit it.
No, that right there wasn't there in
Okay.
the beginning.
It
And then,
didn't
That
just
is a
sort of
very
break in
angry
half and
spirit,
fall to
my
the
friend.
floor.
That is a very angry spirit, and like I said, I've seen it personally because
I've
that's
only
the
seen
way
those cats.
they bent my steel door in half when they kicked it in. Okay, so it was Halloween night. And I was working at the hospital. Ironically enough, I was a medical transporter. I transported dead bodies from the floor to the morgue.
fun.
And I come home to every single cabinet in my house open, close, open, close, open, close, with nobody home. I just bought a brand new 12-pack of glasses. One at a time, watched them slide down a 7-foot counter and drop to the edge of the floor. Everything stopped, and the next thing I hear is, "Get out!" Shake. My whole apartment, I lived on a second floor, shook like it was
I
like
would have jumped out a window.
dude, where are you going? You're on the second floor. My whole apartment shook, and the next thing I know, I heard this thump, and I'm like, what the heck is that?
You didn't
I
run?
turned. Where are you running? You have
Out the window?
good luck with that. But
Where
now
you
take in
going?
mind,
Out the window.
The balcony that's
Second
attached
story
to that
window.
door has no exterior access. You can't come up it. You can't go down it. It's just there to sit on.
At that point, I would have wished it was a tree.
The door snapped in half. It is a steel door. It snapped in half and off the frame, laying on my kitchen floor. Boom! With nobody on the other side. I feel this cold ass, like 10 degree, and it's 75, 80 degrees outside. It was the middle of summer. I feel this cold ass 10 degree cloud come into the house, and the next thing I know, my windows on the other side, whoosh, blew in just like that did. All
Jump out that
4 of
open
my
window.
windows at the same time.
Jump out all the open windows.
You ain't jumping nowhere. I ran like nobody's business because the baby was upstairs in bed. My kid was in the house.
I would have grabbed the kid.
7. Now, this is the, what I call the ghostly grip. Yeah.
This is what I call a guy running by.
A run by grabbing?
Kidnapping.
No. Let me see the front of the face. I'm assuming former lover or family member.
Or stalker.
No, I don't think stalker. I mean, demon could be close. or entity, either one. But I would say former human being.
Yeah, but what bugs me the most about this one? The arm?
And lighting.
Well, the arm really looks like a solid end state, but of course, these girls said that it was supposed to be just those two, there wasn't another person in the shop.
Right.
There would be no way for a real person to run by, grab her like that, and then dash off to, like, create the ghostly effect.
Right.
Without her knowing that he did that.
And I'm almost set on it was a former fiance of hers because
Also,
it looks
why
like
does the ghost have no clothes on?
he wouldn't have a shirt on in the heat. It looks like he has a ring on his finger. So that,
It does.
I'm assuming that would be her fiance, her former fiance.
Yeah,
But she looks too young.
That's not always true. She could be she could be in her early 30s.
Yeah, or early 20s.
And her ex passed away, something really, really tragic, like a car accident.
Or her dad.
Usually, when people pass away with tragedy like that, they tend to stick with the partner.
Mm-hmm. Especially if they want to make sure they're safe.
Exactly.
But yeah, like usual, I can't exactly, say that this is 100% a ghost.
Right. I'm 70-30.
70-30?
I'm 70-30.
What?
70% sure it's a ghost.
Why 30?
Because that's 70 minus 100.
Because you can take a negative and again Photoshop.
Yeah.
The position he has it
It's
in
like running past
is
and then
kind of
grabbing.
debatable.
It's like running past is one shot.
It's like he was standing there because he knew something was about to happen, and he wanted to make sure that nobody pissed with him. If that made sense.
Messed with?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sorry.
I got what you're saying. 8. Now, this one, I dubbed Husband Behind. This is another common photograph that goes through.
Mannequin.
No. Why would a mannequin be there? Also, this... I'm trying to remember if this was...
looks like a mannequin.
I can't remember if this was taken at a funeral home or the graveyard.
I see nursing.
Looks like a funeral.
But this was shortly after her husband passed away. And when she looked at it, she said, that is her husband.
You know she could just be lying.
Or, it could be mistaken identity. Like, that looks like a person standing there, that looks like a face, and she says it looks like her late husband's face.
Now, if she is right and they were at the funeral when all this went down, 8 out of every 10 times the relative that passed away does return to watch their own funeral, because that's their gray area before passing over.
Yeah.
Type deal.
It would be like a closure of sorts.
Essentially, yes.
Especially when all your family's gathered in one place.
Right.
You can actually walk around and say goodbye to everybody.
And it's kind of their way of going peacefully into the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
Just appeared here.
normally, at first I was going to put this in the debunk, but I can't 100% debunk that.
No.
Or it could have just been somebody standing behind her and her lying.
I don't think she's lying.
No, son, she's
Lighting
outside.
Sucks.
It does.
It
But
does.
she's outside and
Why do all the lightings in these pictures suck?
The poor lightning might attribute to that.
sometimes that's the way you catch reflections of things that you can't see in the real world. Just saying.
But I am really, really leaning heavily that might be her husband back there.
Think about it this way. Everything in life is energy, right? And if energy and light is what it takes to show up in physical form like that, then of course.
9. So this particular clip, after I found it and then before I started recording here, I read that people were saying that this was from some sort of film director. I can't back that up.
What room is that?
It's the room right above him. It should be 209.
John, do you copy? It's room 209. Amy says nobody's checked into that room, and there's reports of screaming coming from that room. Amy, he's on his way down there right now.
second, John. Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too. But we're sure that no one's checked into that room, correct? John, just wait. We're going to get a hold of the police, so I would wait for the police, John. Amy, John's going to enter the room real quick just to check, make sure, see what's going on. Wait one. John? John, are you there? Okay, Amy, John wants you to call the police right now if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down and the hold on. He says the carpet's been ripped up and that the shower is on, but nobody's in there. Man, that's scary. I'm officially freaked out now.
If you have any link to, like...
You can't back up who or where it's from.
Yeah. So if you know more about this and have like a link to like if this was done by a film director, go ahead and put it down in the comment section down below. But you're saying something about someone in the...
Yeah, did you see that?
I see a toilet here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a toilet. Is that what you're saying?
That would be correct. Now watch. Play the video.
Yeah, but it looks like it moves.
Huh. Yeah, there's the mist that comes out of the room.
That's the orb. And then...
The light flickers.
Yeah.
John, are you there?
That's
The
the jet.
deer.
I think I see what you're
John wants
seeing.
you to call the police right now if you don't
It
mind.
could be the grainy.
He says no one's in there, but that
But
all
if
of
you
the
tell,
furniture's
he
been
was
turned
in the
upside
room,
down
not flashing out, and the bathroom
the
turned
carpet's been ripped up and the
brighter.
shower is on.
Like near the above the toilet turned brighter.
Oh, he did say the shower's on. And I thought he muted this. Why is it still? Anyway.
I'm officially freaked
We
out.
did.
Yeah, I'm officially freaked out too, because that's thorough.
Since you mentioned that you saw something in the bathroom, he did say that the shower was on.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
So there might have been something in the bathroom at that point.
See, I wish they would have pulled the
Okay, well,
stairwell that was right near that room.
Yeah, because said that was floor 1, that's floor 2. And then him coming out. Another thing?
we only hear the screaming when he walks near the room.
Yeah.
And we were on the cameras way before he got up to the room and we didn't hear the screaming.
And also, we don't see this particular camera before he walked up.
Also, when he was over there, we didn't hear the screaming from the other camera. And it would have
Correct.
been obvious.
Now, the only reason I won't debunk this as somebody that's investigated a lot of paranormal activity is
And
because
experienced
once
it.
you see the orb come out, anytime you see an orb like that come out, take in mind that, again, that's a form of seriously concentrated energy.
Yeah, especially since she was screaming in the room.
When the electrical cuts out like that, that usually means that it's interfering with that electronic signal.
But also, why'd the camera not go out?
Well, because the power didn't actually fully go out.
No, just the lights, because
Just that one light,
they're
actually.
right next to. Actually, I think both of them did. And as soon as it clears, watch the lights. Okay, you're right. It is only one on the left.
Why only that one? It wasn't even close to there. It was close to the other one.
Energy exchange.
Also, his flashlight didn't go out.
No, and it won't. It's not.
But he's in the
Flashlight.
room.
The flashlight isn't wired.
But the ghost left the room.
Correct.
That's the thing. Uh,
Oh my god, there's so much food.
yeah. I can't 100% say this is paranormal, though. Especially since people were saying like
Also,
a
the
director
position of the camera is...
files can't 100% debunk it either.
No.
It's like, what?
Now, usually in instances like this, if you seen the apparition go down the hallway, that whole row of lights would have went out.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. But I don't know what's in the corner of the
Looks like another light.
yeah, it looks like another hallway. So either the ghost walked down a hallway or walked into another room.
But real question is, why are there ghosts here?
It's common in hotels. I've worked in multiple hotel chains.
Especially if a woman got killed in that room.
Correct. I've worked in multiple hotel chains. Yes, we have one of the oldest hotels in the United States that is actually very haunted.
The Center building is
I lived there. Yes, I would know. That's very
The
haunted.
4th floor. Fuck the 4th floor.
Yes, agreed.
Mom, those don't spook me.
10. This is the hallway shadow.
Gremlin. Don't feed him past midnight.
I say whole demon. That's a demon.
Yeah, I don't think it was photoshopped.
I can reenact that if I wanted to.
No, because he knew exactly where he was going. If it was photoshopped, it would look like he just disappeared into the wall, because that's the way Photoshop lapses over each other when you do it.
Yeah.
10 on pause.
Let me see that again.
Also,
slow down the video.
there's one thing.
Slow down the video.
There's one thing I want to point out. Look at the floor.
Oh.
Oh, the floor has a shadow.
Oh, that's creepy. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a demon. That's a whole demon, bro.
A strange dark
This poor man. I'd
Yeah.
be terrified to walk past that shit.
So yes, this video I got from
Also, the way the arm moves.
Nightmares and goblins and oh my god, in hallways. Not today. Wow.
yes, again, I got this clip from Slapped Ham. What did he say the user was? The TikTok user? Someone give credit him as well. Hard to ghetto. TikTok user hard to ghetto. And the door closed.
And he fades. Also, I don't think all ghosts just fade.
Did we mention this was? Did we mention the fact that this was the Halloween edition? Because I got a chill up my spine watching that disappear into the walkway, like as he's turning. If I was the dude catching that out the corner of my eye and actually seen it, I'm not going that way. my way's going the other direction. I'm sorry. We can take the long road. Carry some holy water, candle.
Take a jackhammer, dig through the floor.
No, what are you really digging from? What do you? Dude can run through walls. Like, come on now.
At least I wouldn't have to walk down there. Just go downstairs through the floor.
I made that clear from the gate. I'm going any direction but that way. Any direction.
Out the window.
There's got to be another entrance.
Here's one thing that people always think. Ghosts fade away and not just disappear. Everybody thinks ghosts fade, not disappear.
Well,
I'm out.
Yeah, we're not exactly sure, but yeah, that I think that as a side note, I think this might be number one, or well, not number one, but last one on the video.
Yeah,
because that's hard to debunk.
Yeah, it is hard to debunk. I'm sorry. I'd give that a 90-10 split, and I don't think that's fake. I really don't.
Yeah, if it's not paranormal, it is definitely someone there,
Playing
just
a
for
hell of a prank on somebody.
or.
But even then, when the way he disappears as he comes into the hallway, you can't put that as a prank either, because yeah, no, I'm saying demon all the way around,
and especially since this was a CCTV,
yeah,
in the hallway of
White
all
boy
things.
Run. White boy run. Please don't stay there. Like, go the other direction. Grab some holy water, a candle, some sage. You better do something, homie. Like, because he following you for a good reason. He watched you come out your house. Like, nah. Yeah.
So that was 10 more evidences that we just can't fully explain. And like usual, some could be debunked, some we might not have the full information of, which is why I'm willing to open up the discussion in the chat. What do you think? Do you know something? Were you one of the people that were murdered? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Yeah, sure.
I am sorry that the Monster Bash is being slow this year. It usually is. Life. Guests, though I'm not blaming you.
Right.
So, I'm going to get what I can get out. Definitely going to put out the this paranormal and then the second one. I'm gonna finish Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and I will review the 4 Monster Hide movies that I promised to review. Subscribe if you like to catch those and other stuff that I do. Please give a round of applause for my friend.
It was a pleasure, y'all. It was a pleasure.
Until next time, stay spooky.